Made a few videos on this channel about the waterfall release strategy. I did one where I shared how an artist released the same song like 15 times, and another one where I showed you how to do a waterfall release strategy with DistroKid. In this video, I want to show you like tangible benefits of doing a waterfall release, because the last song that I released, my song Magnified, I released it as a waterfall strategy. And I've done this a few times. You can see in my catalog that Magnified was actually Magnified and Eye to Eye. My release Never was actually Never and Again and Again. And then my song Eye to Eye was actually Eye to Eye and Black Hole. And then you can go back some other times. My song Over was Over in cinematic version. So you can really re-release songs whenever you want, right? Like there's no limitations to this. I could keep releasing Eye to Eye with different songs till the end of time, or I could make multiple bundles of different things and combine new songs with old songs. It's entirely up to you, and you can name your release whatever you want to. But the point is, in this video, I'm going to show you what happened. And I could show you a few songs, but this one's just more clear because it's the newest one. So this is the release level for this EP, or this little 2-song waterfall release. And we see the amount of stats we've got in the last 28 days on both the songs on this little release. If we go to the last 12 months, we're going to see the combined stats for everything. And now this is like obviously mostly the new song, right? Because I'm promoting the new song starting on this date. But there is one tangible benefit here that we can point out. Namely the streams per listener. So since this is a waterfall release, so I was running an ad campaign back here on this song. It's 1.5 streams per listener per day. And that's, when you look at like a month period, this is probably a stream per listener rate of like a 2.5 or a 3.5, somewhere in that range. That's kind of typical. But then when we release a 2-song EP, we're starting to get streams per listener of like 1.8 to 2, right? So that is a pretty big difference. So that means every person, since I'm sending them to this little release, I'm getting more streams per person. And if we were to look at the saves, we're going to find a similar situation. We're getting a lot more saves because every time they save this release, they're saving 2 songs instead of 1. Or they're saving the 2 songs individually. It depends if they save the release or the individual tracks on the release. So that's one clear benefit. You're getting multiple interactions per person for the same ad spend. So I'm just running Facebook ads, I'm sending people to this song, but instead of this song being the only song in the release, it has a friend. So if we go back to music, and then we go to releases, we can look at just Eye to Eye. Remember, Eye to Eye was released back months ago with my song Black Hole, and Eye to Eye actually didn't do that good marketing-wise. But I felt that Eye to Eye would be a perfect fit with the song Magnified, just stylistically, and I wanted to promote it again, because I actually really believe in the song. Like, my opinion of Eye to Eye was that I thought it might do better than Black Hole initially, but the marketing overlords or whatever, it didn't do nearly as well as Black Hole. Like, it was like 50% more expensive with Facebook ads than Black Hole, which happens, but I can promote this song by throwing it on a release with Magnified, which has actually been doing just as good or better than Black Hole. So, that's a huge win. So if I look at the stats for Eye to Eye, and we look at the last 12 months, what do you see? Well, we see our initial ad campaign where you're directly promoting the song, and then we stop promoting it, and it still keeps chugging, right? And it's probably getting some algorithmic traction along the way. But then we release our EP here, January 13th. And then essentially we go from around 100 streams a day to around 200 streams a day on this song. So by bundling it with a new release, we're not promoting this song. We're promoting the other song. This is just after it. By bundling it with that song, we effectively doubled the daily stream count for this song. Remember, this song had a hard time being marketed. So we're essentially giving this song a second life. Like this amount of streams is like comparable to what was happening during the actual ad campaign for the song. And during this period, I was spending, $25 a day on average over about a 1-month period. And it just didn't do very well. I think I might have spent less because the song was doing bad. I might $20 a day for a month, so around 600. Not that great. Pretty bad performing campaign, but this is just extra. And this campaign is going phenomenally well, and this is really just free icing on the cake. So that's the benefit of a waterfall release. You can do this whenever you want. Whenever you have a song you believe in, it's not doing well, you can just bundle it with another song later. and there's no harm in it. There's like literally no downside to doing this. So as I mentioned before, I have a tutorial about how you can do a waterfall release strategy with DistroKid that you can check out right there. But DistroKid is actually the sponsor of today's video. And if you've never heard me talk about DistroKid or anyone else, they're a music distribution platform that for as little as $35.99 a year, you can distribute, well actually as little as $19.99 a year, but I recommend the $35.99 a year plan, because then you can do waterfall releases and you get a bunch of other cool features, which is still super cheap, and they have a ton of features and it's totally worth it. So that's DistroKid, but today they brought up this new thing that they're covering, or that they're announcing, called Mixia. And I actually don't know if I'm saying it right. They never gave me a pronunciation, but I believe it's Mixia. And this is an automated AI mastering tool. So I'm not going to preview it on here because the audio quality when you do stuff like this is always hit or miss anyways. And then you can, the whole Content ID thing is a nightmare. But what you can do is, if you click the link in the description, check out Mixia. You can get unlimited previewing, so you can upload, mixed but not mastered tracks and see how it sounds and play with these sliders here. And it's super simple. You just get intensity, low, medium, high, and you get EQ options, brighter to warmer. You can see if it works for you. You get one free download, and then if you want unlimited downloaded mastered tracks per year, it's $99 per year. So, which is way, way cheaper than hiring anyone to master your music, and it's cheaper than many other AI mastering tools out there. Now, some of you might say, like, there's no way this can replace a professional mastering engineer. And that's not really the point with this, right? Like, when you hire a mastering engineer, you're usually paying $50 to $250 per song, depending on the person and their experience and their accolades. And also, it's perfectly tailored to your music, right? So it's like, this is an AI mastering tool. You give it a song, you see how it sounds, and you play with the sliders and download. It's designed to be simple, it's designed to be cheap, and it's designed for a lot of you out there who weren't going to pay for those professional mastering engineers anyways, and your only other option was not master your song at all or do a horrible job at it, right? So this, I played with it a little bit, and it seems to do a pretty solid job. I'm not going to say that it's going to go replace your mastering engineer, but I don't think that's the point. And DistroKid has never said that that's the point. But yeah, it seems pretty cool. I think it makes sense for a lot of you, and even if it doesn't, DistroKid is a pretty awesome music distribution service, and I've distributed a ton of music through them. You can see here, these are all the tracks that I've distributed through DistroKid over the years, all the way back to, when was this? 2018 was the release date. Yeah, January or February 2018. So it's been a good 5 years, which is crazy. But yeah, thanks to DistroKid for sponsoring this video. All their links are in the description. And if you want to see that waterfall release strategy that I mentioned a couple times in this video, you can check out this guy right here. And if you want to see how I use Facebook ads to promote my music on streaming services like Spotify, I have a full tutorial right here that you can check out. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next video. Bye.